Okay, good morning, class. Today we're going to discuss about relational harmony. Now, how are we going to understand relational harmony and connection to our previous discussions on interpersonal effectiveness? So, in this sense, there will be an application of interpersonal effectiveness, the principles and practices in different social situations. And in this module, we'll familiarize ourselves with the following terminologies. The first one is empathy. Next is pro-social behavior, other-centeredness, pakikipagkapwa, compassion, fairness, kindness, collaboration, and those are the words that we need to understand. So, let's now start with relational harmony. So ano nga daw ba yung definition ng relational harmony according to this module? Relational harmony refers to the state of peaceful and positive interactions between individuals in a relationship, whether it's among family members, friends, colleagues, or community. So kapag sinabi natin na relational harmony, this has something to do with the positive interaction. Pag sinabi natin na positive interaction, maganda, maayos, at palaging nagkakasundo yung mga taong involved in such social relationship. So, sabi nga dito, may it be family, friends, colleagues, or communities. Pag sinabi natin na relational harmony, nagmamatch yung mga behavior nila, yung beliefs nila, and yung principles nila as human beings. Or yung tinatawag natin during our previous discussions na yung dynamics nila ay nagkakatugma because they were able to apply the conflict resolution techniques, the best communication skills that they should possess, and also they were able to set their boundaries within each other. Basic element of relational harmony is mutual respect. So sabi nga natin, mutual respect is essential always in building a relationship. Pag sinabi natin na mutual respect, it surpasses even yung mga generation gaps or even the differences when it comes to ages or educational status. When someone is talking, you have to listen. And when the other person is talking, you also have to listen. So that's how you build mutual respect. Kapag halimbawa, yung isang taong kausap natin is from a different culture, then we also respect their culture. Kasi kung may mga bagay or practices na hindi sila ginagawa, then you have to honor that. Next is effective communication. We already discussed this, that for you to identify whether a communication is effective or not, kailangan meron kang ma-receive na response from the other person. And without the response, ibig sabihin, ang ginagawa mo lang is merely speaking or talking. Hindi or wala tayong tinatawag na communication. At para masabi din natin na meron nga talagang effective communication, kailangan the response must be commensurate to the effort of the other person in communicating. Kailangan match siya. Ibig sabihin, hindi po pwedeng nag-response lang para lang masabi na sumasagot siya. But the person should respond accordingly. Ibig sabihin, dapat the response must be related to the topic and also in synchrony dun sa gusto mong mangyari na not necessarily gusto mong mangyari, but meaning it's related to the topic that you are trying to discuss. Aside from that, you also have one good element, and that is understanding. So, how can you say that there really is understanding? Ibig sabihin, may closure, merong clarity, not only in a single party, but on the part of the other person. Not only on a single group, but for both groups. And then the other element is willingness to support. Hindi lang one-sided. hindi lang palaging dapat nagbe-benefit sa isang party. But when you say willingness to support, it must be for both parties. Okay, sige. Ito yung decision natin. We'll have the group activity, you'll have this topic and we'll have this topic. Ganito yung gagawin namin and then ganito yung sa inyo. And then, as a group, we're going to collaborate. We're going to have our fair share of the tasking. And then also, we're going to have the fair share of our skills and abilities. So, ganun yung tinatawag natin na willingness to support. Ano ba yung mabibigay mo dun sa isang group na pupuwedeng maka-contribute, towards achieving the goal or the objective of your, group. In cultures that value collectivism, such as our culture, the Filipino culture, relational harmony is deeply connected to concepts like empathy, pro-social behavior, other-centeredness, pakikipagkapwa, compassion, fairness, kindness, and collaboration. So it prioritizes avoiding conflict, nurturing connections, and maintaining balance in relationship rather than focusing on individualism. 'Di ba sa ating mga Pilipino, hindi na bago yung konsepto ng relational harmony kasi palagi nating naririnig sa matatanda na kapag halimbawa nagbi-build tayo ng mga magagandang relationship sa mga kapwa natin, kailangan nating matutuhan ang pakikipagkapwa. Okay? Let's say, meron kang bagay na hindi nagustuhan, ang tinuturo palagi ng mga magulang natin sa atin ay ang pagiging mapagpasensya. Okay. Next is, okay. So as mentioned kanina, dun sa part ng relational harmony ay yung tinatawag natin na empathy. And we discussed this already for how many times in this module or even in this subject, empathy. Paano mo daw masasabi that you are able to understand other people? So, syempre, you know how to get into their shoes. Ibig sabihin, naiintindihan mo yung nararamdaman ng ibang tao. What if ikaw yung nasa sitwasyon niya? You know how to put yourself in their situation. You know how to analyze situation based on how they experience the thing in consideration of their culture, syempre, of their background, and then even the behavior that they adopt within their surroundings. So, kung halimbawa, yung isang kaklase mo ay hindi niya gusto na kinakausap siya kaagad kapag halimbawa ay may problema siya, you respect that. Kasi baka sanay yung tao na yun or yung kaklase natin na yun na hindi muna siya nagsasalita kapag kunwari, may mga gusto siyang i-analyze or i-reflect on his or her own. So, that's how you do it. Kung halimbawa ba, kung wari, meron kang kaklase na walang baon, paano mo daw ipapractice yung empathy? So, kung halimbawa ba, ikaw yung nawala ng baon, gusto mo ba hindi ka papansinin? So, paano yung approach na gusto mong gawin ng ibang tao sa'yo para matulungan ka? So, that is how you do empathy or that's how you empathize with other people. Siyempre 'pag ako yung nawala ng baon, gusto ko bibigyan ako ng ibang tao kasi para maitawid ko yung gutom ko. So if gano'n pala yung response mo or yung gusto mo na ginagawa ng ibang tao sa'yo, then you should also do it to other people. Okay? Next is pro-social behavior. Now, how do we define pro-social behavior? Sabi niya, this is an action that helps or benefits others. It includes kindness, sharing, and cooperation. So when you say pro-social behavior, the action must be beneficial to other people. It must not be antisocial kasi antisocial yung antonym ng pro-social behavior. So, dapat daw if it's a pro-social behavior, it must be helpful It must show kindness, and it should always value caring and cooperation. Halimbawa na binigay dito is you help the classmate who dropped their books, you donate to a charity, or you participate in any donation drive na ginagawa ng school natin. Let's say merong mga victims ng calamities, especially now, hindi ba? Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng situation. May mga kaklase tayo na pupwedeng nakaranas ng baha o kaya naman ay lumubog yung mga bahay nila. If their houses are located in low-lying areas. Aside from that, you assist someone in need without expecting anything in return. Yung tutulong ka lang ng walang kapalit. You're going to help someone without expecting any other behavior na ibabalik nila papunta sa'yo. You're just helping because you want to help. Next is other-centeredness. O yan, eto medyo mahirap 'to para sa atin. Kung kanina for empathy, you're going to put yourself in the shoe of another person for you to understand them. 'Pag sinabi naman natin na other-centeredness, uunahin mo daw yung makakabuti sa iba before yourself. Ayan, medyo mahirap 'to kasi, it's as if you're going to prioritize other people. So, paano daw natin gagawin yon? Tingnan muna daw natin if our action will be more beneficial to greater number of people that surround us. Ibig sabihin, if we make the decisions, we consider how they affect others rather than just ourselves. O halimbawa, sabi ng teacher mo, okay, class, kailangan nating magpa-quiz for today kasi kailangan nating magkaroon ng assessment on what you have learned in the previous discussions that we had through our online classes. So, dahil pumasok ka, so sabi mo, "Sige ma, mag-quiz na tayo. Okay lang na yung mga kaklase ko na wala dito ay ma-zero na muna sila." So, is there other-centeredness in that scenario? Wala. So, paano mo daw, ipa-practice yung negotiation and conflict resolution skill mo pagdating doon sa bagay na yon? So, siyempre ang gagawin mo niyan ay you're going to talk to your subject teacher and tell him or her ano nga ba yung pupuwedeng maging consequence kung magku-quiz kayo without considering the other students who are absent from your class. So siyempre ang kailangan mong gawin diyan is you have to convince your teacher to postpone na muna siguro yung quiz and then do other activities that your other classmates who are badly affected by the calamity uh, to do other activities na pupuwede silang makahabol at makasabay sa inyo. And then when everything gets better, then dun na lang magpa-quiz. So that's how you think and that's how you're going to create better solutions when you consider other people. Tingnan mo muna, mas makakabuti ba para sa marami or purely ikaw lang talaga palagi yung magbe-benefit? Next is okay, pakikipagkapwa. So when we say pakikipagkapwa, it's a very unique Filipino value. Madali naman 'to. So kung kanina inuuna mo daw yung mga tao sa paligid mo, when you speak of pakikipagkapwa, this is how you treat others as fellow human beings. Tao din daw sila. So kung gusto mong itrato ka na tao, then you have to treat other people as also equal as an equal human being or you have to treat them equally. It has uh, to be given deep connection, respect, and also you have to be considerate to those around you. Pakikipagkapwa is avoiding to hurt the feelings of others because you're also giving a sense of respect na ine-expect ng society sa'yo na siyempre obligation mo as a human being and also obligation mo din as part of your religion. So that's how you build that deep connection with your with the people around you. Ano-ano ba yung mga bagay that will not put them in compromise? Ibig sabihin, hindi mo sila masasaktan, hindi mo mapapahamak yung ibang tao, at hindi mo matatapakan yung dignity ng ibang tao. So that's how you practice pakikipagkapwa. Okay, sabi dito, it's helping your neighbors during difficult times, showing gratitude, binigyan ka ng regalo, then mag-thank you ka, and then by the time na pwede naman at meron ka namang ibibigay na something in return as appreciation because this person always helps you, then you give something as a present or maybe as a simple token of appreciation. Wala namang masama doon. And then, maintaining harmonious relationship or you do balance. Syempre, yung harmony na tinatawag natin, kailangan ma-maintain daw natin yung peacefulness doon sa relationship natin with other people. Okay, next is compassion. So, paano nga daw ba itong compassion na 'to? It's more than just feeling sorry for someone. So, meron tayong tinatawag na sympathy, naawa ka, you feel sorry for what happened, and then you have empathy, you put yourself in the situation of other person. So, will understand the feeling of another, of that person, pero meron pang mas higit doon, and that is on the level of compassion. Kapag sinabi natin na compassion, it's about understanding their struggles and also you take action to help. Okay, naintindihan ko na nagugutom siya, I empathize with this person, nagugutom siya kasi wala siyang baon. At dahil wala siyang baon, naiintindihan ko yung feeling ng magutom, bibigyan ko siya ng share dito sa baon ko. And I'm gonna make sure that the next time na wala pa din siyang baon, I will always look after this person. So that's compassion. It's greater than love because compassion is something that you can give to other people genuinely and for free. Oh, ayan, example daw, whenever you see a classmate feeling down and you have to show compassion, meaning you have to offer support instead of ignoring their feelings. Okay, malungkot ka, edi malungkot ka. So that's not how you become compassionate with another person. You know that the person is sad, then you do something. How you are going to motivate the person or even to uplift the person. Okay. Next naman, we have fairness. Kapag sinabi natin na fairness, that's treating everyone with equality and respect. You give each person the chance to be heard and to be valued. The teacher assigns group task and make sure everyone gets an equal role, promotes fairness. So, paano daw yon? So, merong isang group activity, hindi mo po pwedeng bigay ng ibigay dun sa isang tao yung trabaho just because that person is known as intelligent or industrious. Ibibigay mo yung tasking equally to all your members so that everyone will have a fair contribution. Kasi when you divide it equally, then it means you give everyone the chance to participate with equal opportunities, syempre. Next is kindness. How now are we going to define kindness? Kindness is the simple act of making someone's day better, whether through words, actions, or small gesture. Okay, sobrang dali lang daw ibigay ng kindness kasi nga it's very simple as defined here. So, when you just smile at a friend, at a stranger, at at your teacher, then it's already an act of kindness. When you share your notes, not of course during exams or during quizzes, but when you share your notes before the exams or before quizzes, that's also an act of kindness. When you offer help when someone is struggling, that's also an act of kindness. So kanina sabi nga natin, for pro-social behavior, those are the behavior or actions that create create positive effects. But for kindness, it's very simple. You don't have to exert more than a minute to do it. It's in a second, you can already be kind to other person. And kindness is always a choice. 'Di ba? Sabi nga natin, we are not born innately bad, but we are born innately good. So, everyone is meant to do or to show kindness to everyone. Oh, next, collaboration. What is collaboration naman daw? When we say collaboration, that is working together towards a shared goal. It teaches teamwork, patience, and understanding. Sabi nga natin, collaboration is like cooperation. But cooperation is more of your contribution to the group. But when you say collaboration, it's you now as a group working together. Okay, eto yung magaling ako mag-drawing, si student A magaling siyang magkulay, si student B may malapit na tindahan sa kanya ng Manila paper. Then, those efforts, those skills and abilities that you can contribute sa grupo natin, then that is considered as collaboration. Okay, hindi naman kailangan na maliit, malaki, but it is always based on the skills and abilities that you have. So for now, grade 11, that is our lesson for relational harmony. I hope you learned something and stay safe. Have a great day, everyone.